Hi, it's Cobweb, and I've been playing about with carders. Yes, lovely, scary looking things. Give you a bit of a look. They're basically a piece of rubber with little metal bits of wire which are bent, come through, and they're black. And what they do is they make the wool very smooth so you can spin with it. I've got a video coming up on how to make a spindle, because I'm a bit of a cheap sod and I'm not going to buy a spindle. I think I mentioned that in my intro video. So I've been carding wool to spin on my homemade spindle, which I'll upload soon. So, carders. Okay, so first of all you'll need a pair of carders, you need two. And then you'll need some fleece. Now you don't have to have it washed, processed, but I've had mine washed and processed. It was just pretty cheap off eBay. Just type in washed fleece on eBay and it should come up. And it's good, isn't it? Okay, so when you buy your wool, it comes in a nice pack like this. You can buy pre-washed, pre-carded wool, although I like to learn things from the very, very beginning. I'd rather, you know, start from the beginning, work my way to the end, step by step myself, rather than just buy it already done for me. To practice, buy the stuff that's already done. This was billed as cleaned fleece. As you can see, there's bits of wood and vegetable matter, which means poo, in with it, unfortunately. But there's not so much that you can't just pick it out whenever you feel like it. Okay, so I'm going to turn this into yarn, as the case may be. Okay, so here we are. I've taken just a small amount of the wool out of the bag you saw, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, pushing it with my thumb, and just drag it so the handle's up and pull it down. I saw all this on YouTube, so blame them if it isn't right. Sometimes it gets tangled, so you've got to unpull it and then just stick that bit on and keep going. And you'd be surprised actually how much rolag, it's called, how much rolag you get out of this. So I'm going to start by taking my empty card, grabbing it here, which is right, and because these are small ones, because I couldn't really afford the big ones, which are about 20-30 quid, these are only 17, I couldn't really afford them. I couldn't really afford to buy these. But I'm rich, darling, so it doesn't matter. I'm a professional photographer, we're all rich. That's the worst misconception of the 20th century. Okay, so I'm going to take my clean one, and I'm going to just take the bottom here. Now when you're doing this, if you don't like the sound of hair being combed with metal, you might not want to kind of try this out as a hobby, because it can get on your teeth a little bit. So I'm just going to do this until it starts fluffing up, and when I start that, I can start taking the tip here, the tip of this, into the teeth on the other comb. The idea is to flick so the fibres flick away. As I go, I'm gradually moving it up. And when I'm near the end, or the beginning, whatever. See? I'm going to, so they face me, and then I'm going to take the top of this one to the bottom of the other one, and run that along. These aren't very big carders. You can get really super huge ones that are slightly curved, which I think might make it easier. But I've chosen to use the flat, small ones purely because I'm skinned. Okay, so I've done it a few times and it's starting to become really, really fluffy. And I'm just going to do it a few more times so I can get it into a row lag. I think with more practice it won't take as long to do this. The people on the YouTube did it very, very quickly, and I think I will too when I get the hang of it. So as you can see from that short piece of wool we've got quite a lot. I'm very impressed with it. And I'm just going to do it a little bit more. So I've still got some little bumpy bits in there. I want to find some vegetable matter. How nice is that? Is it poo? No, it's a bit of grass. No poo for me today. Okay, so I've got two nice paddles full of wool. And I'm just going to take them off. And there's nothing on that one. It's all on this one now. And to take this bat, it's called a bat, B-A-T-T. You have to turn it so the tines are pointing down. Just start to fold the top over so they all start going the right way. And then using your thumb, using your thumbs, just ease it off gently into a ball and into a roll. You should end up with something that looks like a white turd. And then you can spin this, it comes off this end and you spin it. Otherwise you make clouds. See? Clouds.